Let me do a divination. What are their thoughts on this apartment here? I pulled out the tarot reading, y'all. Them cards were blessings. Y'all, they say community is going to happen. You're going to find your soulmate, or you're going to find the love of your life here. I was like, please. You know I'm thirsty. You know I'm thirsty for love right now.
Spend more time when meeting your friends. Please forgive.
Hi, my angel fairies. I hope you guys are having an amazing, abundant day. As you can see, I am in a new space because I finally moved. If you guys didn't know that, I moved into my new place finally, so new content will be coming. The background noise would not be there unless people making noise and all that shit, and I can't do anything. But yeah, I'm finally in my new apartment. I can finally get back on my YouTube schedule and do all that good stuff. So thank you guys so much for your support for me to have this beautiful space. I freaking love you so much. But let's get into what this video is going to be about today. So today I was supposed to do the Book of Psalms video, but I forgot to write like the guidelines for it, my notes. I forgot to write my notes on it. So I don't want to do that video today. I'm going to do that video Friday or maybe next week. So just keep a lookout. I know I've been promising you guys to do this video, but it's coming. Just be patient with me. Just be patient with me. And by the way, it may be an echo because there's not really a lot of stuff in here. I can't wait to furnish the place and all that good stuff. Honestly, I gotta do some freaking decor shopping, all that good stuff. And I think I'm gonna make an Amazon wish list or a Target wish list and then put them down in the link below if you guys want to, support me, give me some things or whatever. You don't have to. But if you do, I love you just the same as I love my all babies. So, like I said in this video, or I didn't say it, in this video, we're gonna be talking about how your ancestors can help you find your dream apartment. Now, I think I said this on Twitter, and for those of you who do follow me on Twitter, you probably remember this tweet, but I said that my ancestors were pretty vocal in the process of giving me my apartment, and like literally they mastermind the whole fucking thing. Like, I'm gonna just tell y'all the whole story of it, and then I'm gonna tell you guys how you personally can have your ancestors help you out with any endeavor, especially like getting an apartment or getting a car and manifesting all that good stuff. Also, thumbs up this video if you do end up liking it. Make sure you like and subscribe to see more from me. Comment down below what other videos you'd like to see from me. And also, if you want me to do a video of all the stuff I've manifested so far in my journal, because I can definitely do that, just let me know down in the comments and I'll do it. But yeah, let's get into the video. All right, the angle may have changed a little bit. I just wanted to drop it down a little, so don't mind it. So the way my ancestors helped me out with this process was they are very vocal. One thing you have to realize is, especially when you're working with your ancestors, they're going to do things for your greatest and highest good. So whatever you may want, it may not be what you need. And I actually had to learn that through this whole process, because they were putting blocks in my way. Like, they put obstacles in my way. They literally stopped things from happening. Like, they were not playing for me. They was like, okay, no, I'm going to take you. We are going to take you to where you need to go, not where you want to go. And I was like, okay, I guess. But you know what? I'm really happy at the apartment that I have now. So I'm very grateful for all their support and, their guidance in helping me. So the first thing I did when looking for apartments was I chose a couple of apartments that I want that was kind of in my budget range and all that good stuff. And as I was doing that, I kept asking my ancestors through tarot how they feel about each apartment that I picked. Now, I've done a couple of tarot readings on each apartment. Each and every apartment I've done a tarot reading on, and that's because that's how I communicate with my ancestors primarily. So step number one, communicate with your ancestors however you see fit, whether it be through meditation, dreams, tarot, synchronicities such as butterflies and all that good stuff. I want like their actual opinion, like the along has message. So I did tarot, and that's how they really told me what apartments were for me and what apartments weren't for me. So the first apartment was one of the apartments that I've kind of been manifesting for like 2.5 years. And when I pulled the cards on that apartment, the oracle card, not for you, literally came out. So my ancestors were like, this apartment is not for you right now. This is not where you want to be. This is not where you want to go. And I felt a little bit sad because I was like, this is the apartment that I've been wanting, period, point blank. But during that time, I had to really learn to like go with the flow, accept change, accept that things may not go the way you want it to, but it's gonna go where you need it to. So when they told me that I could not have that apartment, girl, I took it in stride, but low-key, I'm like, God damn, man, like, damn. Because I wanted it so bad. But now I don't, and I'm kind of grateful that I didn't get that apartment for the simple fact that I do not want that apartment anymore. I don't want that style of apartment anymore. Like, it was basically like a high-rise apartment, and I am kind of glad, absolutely glad, because I don't have no desire to have an apartment like that anyways. Like, even when I leave here, I do not want that apartment, period. Like, they knew. They fucking knew. They was like, you're changing. You are not the same person you were 2 years ago, 3 years ago. So sorry to let you know. Maybe you ain't knew at that time, but hey, now you know. And I was like, thank you, because I don't want to go there. So then after I realized that I can't get, and also the actual apartment that I want, because I needed a 3-bed, it was none on the site. Like, it was only 2 bedrooms. So that in itself kind of let me know that that apartment was not right for me at that time. So then I went and searched for other apartments, and then I found this second apartment, and I thought this apartment was my girl. I thought it was the dream. I was like, okay, Spirit, this is the apartment that you want me to have. This is the one that you bring to me. Somebody lied to me several times, because that was not the apartment that I was going to get, okay? So I pulled cards on that apartment as well, and I saw a lot of ghetto shit in that card reading, in that card spread. I was like, but then I was kind of still delusional, because I was like, I still want this apartment. This is the apartment for me. It's a 3-bedroom. It's very nice and modern. It's gorgeous. It's beautiful. This is the apartment I want. I don't care. I'm going to get it. The Oracle card, once again, not for you, came up. Like, that card was following me around. Like, it wanted me to hold its hand. I was like, can you please go back to your mom? Like, I'm not your mother. I don't know who you are, but you need to go back. So that card came out again. And when I saw that card come out again, I was like, damn, again? Like, this one's not for me either. And so for the second apartment, I kind of bypassed what they were saying. Like, I got it, but I didn't really digest the message. So I went and applied for the apartment. And let me tell you, my ancestors put a fucking hold on that with the fucking quickness. They talk about something that they couldn't verify my identity. My application for online could not go through. It was just like a whole fucking glitch, a whole fucking mess. And I'm pretty sure Mercury did not retrograde back then. So everything was pretty fucking good with the transits. So I was like, so y'all really don't want me to get this apartment for real? So they basically did not want me to get that apartment. They literally put a stop to it in its tracks. They was like, no, that apartment is not for you. So I had those obstacles, and they said I had to drive down to the place where I applied for an apartment so they can verify my identity and all that. And I was like, oh my God, for real? Like, really? So that apartment wasn't for me, and my ancestors put a quick stop to that shit, period, point blank. They was like, you're not getting that apartment, not for you. And for very good reason. So the third apartment, I found it, y'all. Not only was it a bigger space than a prior apartment that I thought that I was gonna love, it was way less expensive, like a whole 1K expensive than the apartment I was going to. It was a bigger space than the apartment I was trying to apply to. So I was like, this is it. This is the freaking apartment that you want me to get. So when I said that and when I saw that, I was like, okay, let me do another tarot reading. Let me do a divination. What are their thoughts on this apartment here? I pulled out the tarot reading, y'all. Them cards were blessings. Y'all, they say community is going to happen. You're going to find your soulmate, or you're going to find the love of your life here. I was like, please. You know I'm thirsty. You know I'm thirsty for love right now. They said you're going to be having a lot of projects, money coming in. This whole experience at this apartment is just really going to change you for the better. And I did not get the not for you card. That card did not pop out. They was like, no, this is your apartment. This is where we want you to go. A resounding yes, thumbs up. Go ahead and apply to this apartment. So I was like, say fucking less, okay? So I was kind of, and let me say that for the second apartment that I applied to, I had a lot of anxiety around applying to it. So that right then and there should have told me that that apartment was not for me, but I wasn't listening. I was just, I was doing my thing. So then after I did the tarot reading and all that, I applied to the apartment. And then a couple of weeks ago, I think, or a month ago, I plan to do a working hoodoo. I plan to do a working for the apartment so I can, get a little bit more good luck and it can actually go through and fucking win. So I started the next week after I applied to that apartment. The very next week, I started to do a working. Now, while I was applying for that apartment, I had some hiccups with the leasing office concerning like personal information and stuff like that. So I started to get scared. I started to get anxiety because I was like, okay, what if I don't get this apartment? Not like a bad anxiety, but I was like, I was irritated. I was frustrated because I was like, damn, what if it don't go through? So, and it wasn't like, what if it won't go through? It was kind of like, why is it all these fucking obstacles and stuff like that so it can go through? Because at the end of the day, I knew it was going to go through because I was going to do that working, and that working was just going to boost it, period. It's going to work. So the following week, I did the working. Did the working for like 3 days. And the second day I did the working, I actually got a call from the leasing office from the apartment that I'm living in now telling me that I was accepted, congratulations, and that I can start signing the lease and all that good stuff. And that was literally only the second day of me doing my working. And I was like so freaking happy. You guys don't understand how happy I was when I got that call after I did the working in the morning. And I was like, holy shit, everything worked. Not only am I a very powerful root worker and witch, but my ancestors are fucking amazing. I fucking love them. They're fucking, I'm cursing a lot. They're just amazing spirits. They're amazing people. I just love them so freaking much. So that was pretty much it. I got the apartment. I started to get everything rolling and all that good stuff. And now I am here in my apartment on my own, free as a bird. So that kind of gave you some insight on how your ancestors can help you find your exact apartment, your exact car. And they did this with my car as well. I didn't do tarot readings on it. However, they kind of pulled me into the direction of the car that I need and not the car that I want, and kind of put things in motion behind the scenes for me to get a car so I can get to where I wanted to go. Because at the end of the day, I needed a car, and at the end of the day, I needed an apartment. Now, it may not be what I envisioned or what I was manifesting, but you still got the car. You still got a 2019 car, and you still got a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom place. And this kind of gave me a lesson of that even though you may want some things or like you just really desire some things, at the end of the day, you're still going to get what you want, but it may be what you need right now in that moment. And it may be something even better than what you thought that you needed. So definitely trust in the universe, in your ancestors, or if they're not your ancestors, your spirit guides, on the path they're kind of pushing you down towards, because they're not going to steer you wrong. And they didn't really steer me wrong. So now I'm in this place where I truly freaking love. It's amazing, it's gorgeous, and I can't wait for all the content here in this place. So I'm going to tell you guys how you can kind of, have your ancestors help you in like a very simple steps. So the first thing I would do is ask your ancestors questions or look up the apartments that you're trying to search. And when you find 3 good apartments, ask them how they feel about each freaking apartment. Instead of saying, is this apartment for me? Because that's kind of like a yes or no answer. And you can kind of have, you can ask that question, but it kind of be like you have to interpret it even better. So if you work with tarot cards, you can ask them how they feel about that apartment. And whatever answer they give you, take that answer and do what you will to move accordingly to get that apartment. Now, if you're doing it with your dreams, do the same thing. Ask them, hey, can you give me a sign, or can you send me a message about this apartment that I'm trying to apply to, or this apartment that I like, what are your thoughts on it? They'll tell you in your dreams. Now, if you're going for the angel numbers like synchronicity, such as 111, 222, 444, the way you can ask this question for them is like, okay, is this apartment for me? 111 if yes, 555 if no, or pick any angel number that kind of resonates with you and have one of them be yes and one of them be no. And whatever number pops up in your head, if they communicate with you that way, or whatever number that you see in your environment, that is your answer. Now you can do this with like bugs as well, with animals. Okay, so if I see a deer, this means so-and-so. If I see a cat, or a black cat, or a white cat, if I see a black cat, that means yes. If I see a white cat, that means no. Like, get creative with that, because they will answer you, period. Like when I do the synchronicity with the angel numbers one, I ask them the question. I don't even finish it. I don't even finish the question and they already give me an answer. I'm like, can you please let me finish the question, guys? Okay, I know you already know my heart, but let's just pretend you don't know my heart, okay? So, after you have their answers on what you're trying to get, or whatever your apartment you're trying to get, do something a little extra to kind of boost yourself getting that apartment. Now, asking for the help to get that apartment is key. So what I recommend, especially if you're not a root worker, so if you are a root worker, I highly recommend you do a working in order to kind of bring this thing, attract it to you even further and more. And I'm talking to the black people. If you're non-black, you scroll past this. You don't scroll past this, but you ignore this part I'm telling you, okay? Because no, this part is not for you. Don't do a working. You're not a root worker. You're not black. So just I'm gonna come to y'all. I'm gonna give y'all something. So if you are black and you're trying to get into hoodoo and you're root working and you already done workings, and if you're a beginner, I don't recommend you doing a working just yet. I kind of want you to kind of focus on learning the craft and all that good stuff. But one way you can kind of boost something is burn a really nice candle for them, put food on the altar that you may have set up for them, and if you don't have an altar, put the food next to you, or kind of make a makeshift altar. I think I'm gonna create a separate video on how you can kind of give them offerings or do workings, so you can kind of boost whatever you're trying to manifest or whatever you're trying to bring towards you. So for me, my working, I made a makeshift altar. I burnt a white candle that kind of signifies the green one. If you can, get a green candle for like success, luck, and money and all that good stuff to bring it towards you. You burn that candle. I did it at 9 a.m. in the morning. I did the candle. I was burning it for 9 minutes. And after I burned it for 9 minutes, as I was burning it for 9 minutes, I said Psalms chapter 4, I believe, and I said it 3 times. I wrote a petition paper as well, and I put it at the base of the candle on there. And then I also put some food offerings on their altar with some water and some black coffee, and I did all that good shit. So like I said, I'm going to do a thorough video on some workings that you can do to kind of boost anything coming to you, to protect yourself, for cleansing and all that good stuff. But that was actually my first working ever. It was super successful the second freaking day, and I was just really happy. Now if you do a working and whatever you desire came to you and you're not finished with that working, finish your working. I personally finished it for sure, because I was like, I'm not gonna just stop in the middle of it. So just finish your working. If it's 3 days, do all 3 days. 5 days, do all 5 days. 9 days, do all 9 days. So yeah, that is one way you can kind of honor them and kind of, you know, boost whatever you're trying to bring into your reality a little bit quicker. Now, for those who aren't black and aren't root workers or practice hoodoo, one way you can, you know, boost your manifestations or boost that apartment is journaling out to your ancestors what you're trying to manifest. Be super freaking specific. So whatever apartment that you're trying to get, make sure you put the name of the apartment, how many bathrooms or how many bedrooms this apartment have, probably how you got it, but just be very specific on how you write down to them what you're trying to manifest. So I do it in my journal, and I'd be like, thank you so much, ancestors. I am so happy and grateful that I was able to get this 3-bed, 2-bathroom apartment at the Mezzos, or this 3-bathroom, 2-bedroom apartment in Savannah, Georgia. Like, you know, get very specific with it, and make sure you feel into that emotion, manifestation. That's how you do it. Another way is you can give them offerings of food. So whatever they really like, give them offerings and leave it out for a bit until they tell you they are finished. And one way they can tell you they are finished is if they put it in your head, be like, yes, I'm done. Or you can ask them, hey, are you finished? And they'll say 111 for yes or 555 for no. So that is kind of up to you on how you figure out how you give them offerings and stuff like that. So when you do give them offerings, make sure it is something that they really like. Make sure it is genuine and comes thorough from the heart. Make sure, especially if you're trying to manifest something, make sure maybe cook them a full course meal, like have them with some nice breakfast, some nice dinner, some nice lunch, like be really nice, give them some water, all that good stuff. So yeah, and you can also write down what you want on a bay leaf and burn it. I'm pretty sure that's one way you can do it. However, I haven't done that. The only things, the way, sex magic, you can do that as well. I'm gonna link up here, I think, a video on how you can kind of manifest that way, or I'm just gonna link the whole freaking video, and you can use those manifestation techniques to help your to have your ancestors kind of boost whatever apartment you're trying to get. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the video. I hope you guys got something from the video. Thank you guys so much for sticking towards the end and watching it. Let me know what you are trying to manifest in the comments below, or kind of let me know any questions that you may have about this and what you really didn't understand, because I can kind of help you out with that. Make sure to stop by my shop to see Black women as supernatural ethereal beings. Make sure to, stop by my social medias if you want to see a little bit more from me and to learn a little bit more, because I always post over there every single freaking day. I love you guys so much, and make sure you have a beautiful, abundant day. Mwah.
My attitude, I want my cake and eat it too, but a little grace would be enough for me to prove that baby, you're the remedy. You're my mirror, I could find